Pumpkin spice season is here, and it's not all about the sweet treats.
No, and again, I always say that. I wish you could be in here and smell this with us, because, oh my goodness, we're talking about savory ways that you can enjoy pumpkin. Local butcher Nick Chase is joining us from Fort Collins. Thank you so much for being here
Thanks
today.
for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh my goodness, all of this looks so fantastic.
It really does.
First question, we're used to like the pumpkin spice lattes, the pumpkin pies, but we're doing a new twist. How do we make these dishes savory?
Well, so the great thing about pumpkins and about pork is that they're both relatively light flavors. They have, it's a little bit sweet, a little bit savory, so they pretty much pair well with everything.
Okay.
So you can, kind of pick and choose kind of what flavors you want, and you can pretty much do anything with it. So I brought a couple dishes to share with you guys.
Nick, I love your tie, by the way. It's very fun.
I thought about this.
Butcher.
It's cow
really
print,
good.
but
fantastic.
there are a couple breeds, the Oxford Sandy and Black, and the there's another one, so that they also have this color
I love it.
pattern. So
It's
it's
a
not
vibe.
necessarily
It's a vibe,
a cow
my
print
friend.
tie.
All right, so tell us what you brought.
Yes.
So I made some pork agnolotis, pork and pumpkin agnoloti. So agnoloti is just it's like a little pocket.
Okay.
So you fold them over, and then you have these little pockets here that'll hold all the sauce.
Do you fry those, or?
No, you boil them just like you do any other pasta. And then I mixed it with a little bit of sage, a little bit of cloves, and then the pumpkin puree I made.
I mean, look how colorful
gorgeous.
it is. It really is beautiful. Pumpkin puree
And
then you put
pumpkin
some pumpkin
seeds.
on it.
Yeah, so if you're gonna make a pumpkin puree, it's actually pretty simple. You just quarter your pumpkins, de-seed them, a little bit of honey, throw them in the oven, let them roast till they're nice and brown and soft, and then you just puree it up with a little water, and that's all I really did there.
Okay.
That was kind of the base for everything we're gonna have here today.
We used to do pumpkin seeds growing up,
Oh,
after you
yeah.
carve the pumpkins.
And that's the best part is you pull out, like after you seed it, you have all those to put on top.
Perfect.
And then so you took ribs here, and then you made a glaze out of it as well.
So yeah, so we did a pumpkin spice rub for the ribs. I added a little bit of habanero. So the interesting thing about that, as I was researching it, is that the spices in pumpkin spice, if you add the habanero, it's almost like a jerk seasoning.
Ooh.
So it's got a little bit of spice, a lot of savory, and then all the smoke flavor, and they're fantastic.
What do you enjoy most about kind of getting creative and trying different things with pumpkin and really other ingredients as well?
I think just because you can really do anything with it. You can make them sweet, you can make them savory, and you can really go to town with whatever kind of flavors you want for those.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about your job as a butcher as well. I find
So-
that fascinating.
It is.
Yeah, Friendly Nick's Butcher, we opened about 5 years ago. I moved out here, I was a chef in New York City for a while.
Wow.
The restaurants here, I couldn't find the job I wanted.
Okay.
So the butcher shop seemed like a nice way to still work with food.
Love it.
Still talk to people about what they're eating and help them kind of elevate what they do at home. And that's how that came into being. And with my cooking background, we are a whole animal butcher shop.
Okay.
So we use every single part of the cow. We don't throw anything away. Everything I don't use gets turned into something kind of like this.
Where can we find you? Come to your shop.
We're on corner of Drake and LeMay up in Fort Collins.
Wonderful.
Such great ideas, and I love how you talk about how local meat pairs really well with pumpkin.
Yeah, and we use our farmer's Trifecta Natural Pork. They're fantastic. He grows a mix of Berkshire, Duroc, and Mangalese pork, which all have different attributes that give it the right size and the right marbling, the right flavor. Like if you can see these chops, they're just, the marbling on them
Gorgeous.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to look for when you buy some chops.
Yeah,
Or just go see Nick.
they breeded the fat out of pigs a long time ago. They started breeding it back in because fat is where all the flavor is.
Yeah.
That's true, like in bacon and all that good stuff, yeah.
You know, I love the fat and everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
give me the whole milk, the whole deal, the bacon. I love it.
Right.
Thank you so much
Nick,
for coming
that was
in.
fantastic.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you
Great
guys for having me.
ideas.
Of course.